Thanks, Jim. This is Justin Stone with EliteBaseball.tv coming to you with the tip of the week. And as we inch closer to the season, we're coming out of a stage which I really call mechanics time, or the mechanics phase of our training, where I said everything up to the new year, I want to focus on the body. I want players to understand how their body works with their specific style and swing sequence. So when we do this and we're working tee and we're doing front toss, I really don't harp on players much about their approach. I want them to really try to handle just about anything I throw. And that doesn't mean swing at every single pitch that I throw up there, but I want them to see and understand for themselves what pitches on home plate and around the strike zone they handle well, and get an understanding of which pitches they don't handle as well. So when we get to this time of the year and I start slowly implementing approach, players should have a clear understanding of what their strength is on the plate, knowing that every player is going to be stronger on one side of the plate than the other. And most of the time, if you ask even big league hitters, they like the ball out away from them just slightly more. So generally, as a right-handed hitter, my strength is going to be slightly off-center to the opposite field side. So when we do this in our front toss scenarios now, I want to implement approach first by simulating a one-strike count. Because the majority of the pitches that we hit in batting practice, very rarely does the coach designate a count. And then we're just free swinging. And again, I said that's okay up to January 1, where we start to prepare for more in-game at-bats. But now, if the coach does not designate a count, we always assume it's a one-strike count. And these would include the counts of 0-1, 1-1, and 2-1, because 3-1 is its own specific different animal. But 0-1, 1-1, and 2-1. I should be attacking balls that I can stay in the big part of the field. So I'm looking to stay gap to gap in my normal BP approach on a ball that I can hit in the air. So if I can't hit that ball in the air, nor keep it in the big part of the field from left fielder to right fielder, then I don't want that pitch. So every ball that I get thrown to me now in a batting practice situation, there's a pitch recognition decision and a pitch selection to be made. I have to see out of the pitcher's hand, is this ball in my hitting zone? And if it is, of course, we're hitting it from gap to gap. Everyone out of the pitcher's hand, I'm thinking, is going to be there. Our intent is to hit every single pitch. And then I just put on the brakes late if it's not there. By doing this scenario of always implementing a one-strike count into our normal BP mode, it makes it much easier then to teach approach further into the count. So if we have a zero-strike approach, which is 0-0, 1-0, 2-0, or 3-1, it becomes a lot easier to teach because our players already have an understanding of what they handle well and how to keep a ball in the big part of the field and what pitch they need to do to hit that. So in reality, our zero-strike approach and our one-strike approach isn't totally different. I'm not looking for a perfect pitch in a zero-strike count. I'm anticipating a good pitch in the big part of the plate that I can keep big part of the field. So in 0 and 1 strike, I end up excluding the fringe of the strike zone. So no corners, no bottom at the knees, no top, unless that specific hitter has a strength in one of those areas on the fringe of the zone. And then when we get into our two-strike approach, which will be a whole nother podcast for us, again, it makes it easier to understand what I need to do to be successful in any count, specifically a two-strike one, if I already have some basis and understanding of approach. So when we're working now, underhand toss, and we're getting to our overhand timing work, it's not just about feeling our swing and mechanics. It's not just about getting our timing, tempo, and style to all match up. We're working approach in every single pitch, even if the coach doesn't designate a count, because we're always assuming it's a one-strike count unless told otherwise. So this is a way to incorporate pitch selection, pitch recognition into your normal timing, flip work, and mechanical work this time of year. For more tips like this and to see our extended approach, come visit us at EliteBaseball.tv. And until next week, I'm Justin Stone, and we'll see you on the field.